Welcome back to the GE-X1. I am the TheRADIOMAN03. We are playing Minecraft on the Xbox One. As always, great to have you along. Happy New Year. First video for 2015. Took a few days off from recording and just kind of played and just kind of hung out and had fun and played on Variety 3's World for a little while and then came back in here on the GE-X1 and did some work. Lots of work. I've got a lot to show you today. First thing I want to show you is I've been getting a bunch of clay, a whole bunch of clay, because I really like the white blocks. The clay blocks that you mix with the bone meal, they turn out really great. On the city texture pack, though, the clay looks very much like the dirt, and it's hard to distinguish it, especially when you get down into this deep part here. But if you do this, boom, look at that. Isn't that just absolutely spectacular? Man, oh man, that is nice. So, a little, oh, look at that. We got clay dropping way down in here. Ha ha! What do we got over there? A creeper. It just brightens it up so you can see the clay. And on the city texture pack, and in any pack you're playing on, it's going to be tough to see the clay way down deep in the water like this. So this has been a big help. And on our unbreaking shovel that we enchanted a few episodes back, I have added the what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Fortune 2. We had a Fortune 2 book, so I put it on here, and it gives you extra clay balls when you go ahead and harvest the clay. Now, the hat we're wearing is our Respiration, I think it's Respiration 1 Aqua Affinity 3, so that means we can, mine faster underwater as well. But look at that. Look at how much it changes the underwater world and makes the clay so easy to see. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going around and I'm picking up a bunch of clay. I'm kind of preparing for building above ground, and we are going to be using white block above ground in the build. I've got some great ideas, some great thoughts as to how I want the GE-X1 to look above ground. So that's what I've been kind of, this weekend, Sunday, I spent, probably 2 hours going around collecting clay. And just had a ball. And then, of course, I've been using these night vision potions. And they are an absolute huge help, as you can see. It makes it easy to pick things out. Hey, before we go any too much further here on episode 28, I want to say welcome to the new subscribers. We've had a few come in over the past week or so, and I want to make sure I welcome them aboard. Glad to have you guys along. And I hope you enjoyed the series. Hopefully you've gone back and looked at some of the old videos. It looks like some folks are going back and checking out the videos that, the work progress that we've made up until this point, and have seen how the GE-X1 mining facility has come together. So I appreciate that. But look at all the clay we are gathering. Now, granted, it takes a lot of clay to make a clay block. But when you have this system, it just comes together so fast. Go down and cook it. Gives you a nice source of XP. It is just absolutely spectacular. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up our inventory with this. And then I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to show you down the mine. So let me go ahead and finish grabbing up the clay. And then I will be right back. Look what I just found down here. Got a zombie spawner down in here. This is so funny. Look at these guys. Let's get prepared to deal with these fellas. That's great. Spawner underwater. Look at all the zombie villagers in here too. That's amazing. Ooh, the sword just broke. Dang it. Let's get some more torches in here. We can't really see how dark it is in here because we have this night vision potion on, which, by the way, is made with gold carrot. And let's check the chest real fast. Ooh, gunpowder, some ingots, a saddle, excellent, and some cocoa beans. I'm gonna go ahead and break this spawner. Don't need it. We're fine without that. Excellent. All right, I'm going to grab up this mossy cobblestone, too. Wow, that was a great find, huh? Just out here in the middle of nowhere, in the ocean, a hole in the ground that leads to the spectacular spawner. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm nearing the end of my dig. I've gone through all my night vision potions. We're almost full up on clay blocks, and here's some of the other goodies that we found while we've been out here. And now you can see how hard it is to tell the difference between what's clay and what is dirt. I could see the clay, but man, I tell you, it is tough to see it on the City Texture Pack underground. You know, on vanilla, it's that grayish color, so it's a lot easier to see. But in here, you need that night vision potion to help you see what it is you're digging up. So now what I have to do is make my way back to the base, and the sun just went down. And we have no night vision potion, and I have no sword either, so I think we're going to be in store for one heck of a trip back. But I'm fairly certain that I can make it back in time and in a safe fashion. Oh, up you go, up you go. There we go. And I do have a bow, so we're okay. I'm not defenseless out here. So I'm going to make my way back to base, which is just over that way. Just a little ways, just past that jungle right there. And then I will resume above the ground, above surface, and show you what I've gotten done at the GE-X1. So again, stick around. I'll be right back. As you could probably see, I've set up a little more sugarcane out here to grow for the paper trade with our librarian. And we're going to talk about the librarian here in just a little bit, but after I show you a few other things. I spent some time with Native Echo Blaze, Variety 3 over the weekend, and Maximus, and learned some things about the trading system, and now it makes sense to me. So I'm going to hopefully try to explain that to you, those of you who may not understand how the trading system works like I did. Here is our water vader up, and now we have our water drop down. The vote was to go with the water drop to keep this looking clean, and neat, and keeping the middle of the room open. And I also had forgotten that in the middle of the room, before we go out there, what we decided in the middle of the room is I think I want to put the beacon out there and have the beacon in the middle with the beam going straight up. We turn the lights on and turn them off. I got something I want to show you down here too. I didn't think I'd do it. I didn't think I'd be able to get this done, but I did get it done. This room, of course, is more or less complete in here. But I wanted to show you this. This is great news. Look at that. Look at that string. All the other string is up here in the hoppers right now. The hoppers are storing it up, so we do have plenty of string for wool. And I will take that string out and put it up into storage, and then we will get more string so that we can have an ample supply of wool when the time comes to build the main frame of the GE-X1 above ground. All right, so with that shown to you, I wanted to show you that I did manage to fill that double chest up, and I'm going to do it a couple more times. I really want to get that thing plumb full of stuff. All right, let me look at the next thing on my list here. Clay, water drop, spider spawner. We made some repairs to the slime farm. If you recall, in times past that we've come here and looked, the water was not in the middle there, and the slime would build up right there on the top platform, and some would drown, and we would wind up losing some of the slime balls that would actually be sitting up there because the slime would drown up there. So what I did was, let's get this out of here. I'll take you up there and show you what I did. I changed it just a little bit. Our inventory is full. I can't even pick up that slab right there. Let's take this out, this out, this out, this, and this. What I did was I dropped this back just one. I'm sorry, just one. And we have a water trough here now that pushes this direction. I moved the signs up front. So now when the slime come up on these troughs, they get pushed into this trough, and that pushes them down into the hole, so we don't have to worry about losing them. We managed to keep them, which is really great. Let's grab that slab back. We're going to have to come back up here and fix this up. I will come up and let's get our slabs. I want that fixed. I don't want that sitting there like that. That doesn't look right. Needs to be fixed. These are going to be down in here, hopefully. Yes, they are. Perfect. All right. So that's one thing I took care of. Did I not pick up those slabs? I did not pick up the slabs. Oh man, let's drop some of this stuff off. Let's go get the clay dropped off, and then I moved the villagers too. Like I said, there's a ton of things to show you. I went around and took care of a bunch of smaller stuff, like these chests are gone now with the slime balls in them. You see that wall of white stuff there next to me. This is the clay block I've gotten so far, and I'm just dropping it right now into the chest with all the nether stuff in it. There we go. Now we can go and get ourselves, get that fixed up down there. Get the slime farm fixed. So now all the slime go over. We still lose a slime ball or two down at the bottom when they fall down by the hopper. They don't quite make it onto the, there we go. Thank you. onto the sometimes the slime will hit the edge of these slabs right here. And that, of course, the slime ball sometimes sits on that. But I'm okay with that. I want that open. I don't want to close that in all the way. That's our punch area. Let's get back up here and close this off. We'll have slime spawn before the end of the video program. Hopefully, I'll remember to take a look at this and show you that now they go to the top, and instead of sitting around up here, hopping around, they just sit here and hot like that. Now they are automatically pushed down, and we harvest them. The other thing you might notice here is that we now have something new right here. Let me open this up for you. This is our slime chest area storage. I love it. It's big, it's large and charged. We've got 4 chests for these slime balls. This one is full. This one is half full. And then, of course, this one down here is a little more than half full, I believe. And we've got 2 backup chests. Once these are full, I mean, how many slime balls do we possibly need? But that is how the slime storage looks. I hope you like that. Nice and smooth, cleaned up against the wall. You got just a little bit of redstone showing there, a little bit of glow. Very, very cool. Something interesting, when I went to wire up the pistons on here, they would not work. No matter how I set up the wiring, they were not working. Then it occurred to me that none of the pistons were working. It totally freaked me out. Scared the crap out of me. I saved, backed out of the game, came back in. They were all working again. But it was such a weird thing to have happen. They just all stopped working. All right, I've moved the villagers. I shoved them all over here. I put in this corner here because they are not going to use these doors to breed. We have to have daylight above these doors, so I need to dig portholes all the way to the surface. And I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to do it because we have a way to get villagers down in the zombie spawner and bring them here and have them healed. Let's see if I can find this guy. This guy we're going to get rid of. That is a ridiculous trade. Now that I've figured out and I've been explained on how this happens, I've got a better understanding of the villagers. This guy we're going to keep. There is our Eye of Enders. We will buy Eye of Enders from him, and we will be able to set up our portal right away. This guy, where's this guy here? Okay, this guy also is going to be destroyed, and we will try to get another librarian. His first trade, of course, is 24 paper for the emerald, but his last trade is 11 emeralds for a compass. The way Maximus explained it to me is that we want the paper trade to be the first one. That's a cheap trade to get emeralds, easy to get paper. The last trade we want from the librarian is this trade right here, the glass block trade, and it is not his last trade. So we're going to look for a librarian that has the glass block trade as his last trade, which should be down here. So this guy here will go away. Let's see, you're the axe guy. We do have a priest now. I healed a couple more zombie villagers. This guy, that's John Cole. Can't get rid of John Cole. No, sir. This guy right here running around. This is the guy I've opened up all the way now. I've exhausted. He has a coal trade for emeralds. So his first trade is 20 coal for emeralds. Beautiful. I love him. We've gone through all of our coal, so we are going to have to go caving in order to restock our coal supply. This was his second. His second trade was 9 emeralds for the axe. And then we have that trade, which is, that's not a good trade. But our goal is to get him to open up, hopefully, some diamond stuff for us. And sure enough, he did. For 12 emeralds, I can get diamond leggings from him. And for 7 emeralds, I can get diamond boots from him. So we have now a pair of leggings, and we have 2 pairs of boots. And I have Feather Falling 4 enchantments, so we can put those on the boots. So he's a good guy. We're going to go ahead and keep him. But I went through all the trades with him. I was hoping some of these tools would be diamond tools, but they aren't. But that's okay. We have a guy with leggings, and we have a guy with boots. So we're going to keep him. This guy here, I used him for the apple trade because I was curing the zombie villagers. So I used him for that. What do we got here? Yeah, that's our librarian. We're going to get rid of him. And then that's John Cole. I guess that's pretty much it. The idea is, though, if I mentioned this already, I hope I did, is that you want their first trade to be the trade like the farmer. His first trade, you want it to be the wheat trade for the emeralds. And then his last trade, you're hoping that whatever you spend emerald-wise is the cheapest. So it's like 1 emerald for, like I said, 5 blocks of glass for the librarian. So we'll kill the librarian and keep working on getting a new librarian, and I will use our zombie spawner up here to try and get that taken care of, and keep messing around with it. It was a lot of fun, but I did exhaust our coal reserves. They are almost completely gone. Let's go take a look at it, and then I'll talk to you about this wall of white blocks here. Let's go in here. We had 4 or 5 stacks of coal blocks. We are now down to this much coal. So I burned through a lot of coal getting the enchantments from those guys, and being able to enchant and get emeralds. We really don't have a whole lot of emeralds to speak of yet to say, wow, look at all the emeralds we have, because we do want to find those villagers with those trades where we trade wheat, paper, coal, and those really cheap items and easy to get items in order to stock up on our emerald supply. Oh, let me get my coffee here real quick. I'm talking so fast. I'm sorry. I was really looking forward to recording today because I did so many fun things over the weekend, and I wanted to share those with you. This is the clay block dyed with the bone meal. Tons of bones, and I love how that looks. This is the quartz, and as you can see, they have a very, very similar design. This one, not quite as much as this, but I really like the way those two work together. This is our white snow block, and that is the white wool. Our GE-X1 is going to have large expanses of areas where it will be very pristine white with black highlights, gray highlights, and things like that, just to give it that real space age look. And so I was setting those up just to see how they look together, and I really like how these go together. So I think a lot of build with this, and then we'll use quartz for trim and stuff. And snow, I don't know if I'll use the snow blocks too much. And the white wool, I don't know there either, but we do have the white wool carpet option along with the black carpet option. So those blocks I wanted to put up and just have around to look at a little bit and see how they look together. This is almost too white for me, but this is really nice. I really like how those go together along with the wool. Very, very nice. So I wanted to make sure I talked a little bit about that when we go upstairs and do the GE-X1 main building. I did a little more strip mining over the weekend as well. We actually have exhausted these tunnels. Now I do need to go down these tunnels with the map and see if we've actually gone through the entire Extreme Hills biome. If we have not, then I will go back through each of these tunnels and make sure we reach past the Extreme Hills biome so we get all the emeralds that we wanted out of that area. And then we'll continue to strip mine down, and of course we're running out of Extreme Hills biome down there. What else do I have down here? Villager trading coal. Okay, I've talked about everything I wanted to hit on for sure today in terms of the GE-X1. On Saturday, Variety 3 says, it's going to be my day. You come to my world and we play on my world. And I said, okay, fine. So we did that. And we went out and we found horses, and we found some donkeys. So she had a donkey and I had a horse, and we were riding around out there, and we set them up in a swamp because we found a witch's hut on her world. While I'm talking to you, I might as well put this stuff away. And so we found a witch's hut. So we pinned up the donkey and the horse, and we actually had put saddles on the back or not saddles, but chests on the back of the donkey. We put a bunch of stuff in there, forgetting that we could possibly lose those items because they would despawn. Now, she also had a witch's hut right in the same general area, and I thought, we're going to be like 20 blocks away. We got nothing to worry about. That was crap. We wound up losing everything. Everything that we had with us that we had picked up, a lot of really good stuff, we had lost because of the fact that the animals, the horse and the donkey, both despawned and disappeared. So we didn't have that anymore. Good news, 4J Studios is back to work on the bug fixes, and we should have those, I would think, any time around the corner, right? I mean, they're pretty good about getting the bug patches out, so hopefully that'll be coming very, very soon as well, and we won't have to worry about those things anymore. And we did not ever see a witch spawn at the witch hut, so, I don't know. I understand there's some issues with the witches as well. We want to put our sugar away. What is this? That's sugar. Well, that's nether quartz. I thought that was sugar. Look at these two things together. Pretty darn close. Any crazy man would make the same mistake. Oh, speaking of potion stuff, I'm really getting into the whole potion making and using of the potions. I really, really am enjoying that. Those night vision potions, those are a huge, huge help to us. Like gathering the clay, we're going to be doing a lot of that. So I'm going to continue to make potions, and we are going to, let's see, quartz is actually upstairs. We're going to be doing a lot of clay gathering and stuff, and we're going to be using a lot of potions because I'm really getting into the potion thing, as I mentioned just a second ago. And so what we want to do is, I want to build an automated potion area back behind there, behind our potion area in the nether. That's right, burn, slime, burn. Get in there. Want your slime balls. How many we got in here anyways? We're doing pretty good, huh? Yeah. Whew, listen to that. Rolling in, baby. They're just rolling in. Now watch. As they get to the top, I'll back away so they can't see me. You can see how that trough of water now pushes them forward, and then they fall down. Bump, bump. Just like that. Just the way they're supposed to. They don't sit up top anymore like they were. It's working absolutely spectacular. Love it. Love it. Okay, back to the potion. I would like to build an automated potion area back in this wall somewhere. Okay, we have a ravine back in here somewhere. I want to be able to push buttons and I've seen these before. Ethos Lab has one. I think Doc M77. Some of those Minecraft guys have them where you push a button, the item shoots out of a dispenser up in a room, and it hits a water drop, and then it pours over to you, and you just stand there, and those items come falling down onto you. And I believe you can also automate the brew stands as well. So I'll look into that, but I think that would be a lot of fun to be able to just push buttons and have the items come to you, or actually go into hoppers and wind up making the potions for you. So I'll look into that. I think that would be a lot of fun to have a really interesting potion area back in this room here, back with this area. So that is something else I am thinking about. What else do I need to show you and talk about today? We did a little more cleanup in here. I need more glowstone in here. We do have mobs spawning in here every now and again. It's a little dark. I cleaned up this edge right here so you can't see any of the redstone back there anymore. So that's all cleaned up. There was actually gaps there, and I hadn't realized that I had not finished that until the other day when I was doing some enchanting. What else? I took this up a little bit. Like I mentioned, I think earlier in the video, we are going to have a beacon. I would like to do a beacon possibly right in here and have the beacon beam go up. Now we can make a 4-wide beacon. I went to Echo's world over the weekend and saw his. He has a single beacon, but he says you can do a 4-square beacon. So we could do a 4-square beacon that goes straight up. I'm not quite sure how big the base would be though. I think it's going to actually come out quite a ways, so we might scrap that idea and have just a single beacon down here. It wouldn't be centered, but that would be okay with me. As long as it's got a beacon and a beam of light going to the top, I think that might be kind of cool to have our beacon show up down here. And this is oops, this is where we want to be. So what I did was what did I do? Why did I take that out of my inventory? So I took I knocked this out a little bit just so we could put the carpet down and have that nice open space in here and see how it kind of looks. I love it. Love it to death. Okay. I mentioned Variety 3. We saw a witch's hut on her map, but no witches spawned. I think I did. Yes, I think I did. Still no luck in the nether. Variety 3 had the same problem. Max, her, and I went into her nether and killed a bunch of wither skeletons. Wound up with one skull. After several hours of being in there and dying multiple times, we left and... I got to go back up here and open that up again. Left, and then the next day, Variety opened her world, went back in there, and there were no wither skeletons or anything like that going on in there anymore. They'd stopped spawning. So we'll just wait for the patch to come out. Once the patch comes out, we'll be good to go. Golden, baby. Absolutely. Wait a minute. Absolutely golden. So I am looking forward to being able to get our beacon and get that going. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah. I'm collecting clay so we can get started on the GE-X1 above ground. I think by episode 30, I would like to be able to do that. If you guys are up for it, this is episode 28. The next episode or two, maybe not episode 30, we might not get to the GE-X1. We're going to have to spend a couple of episodes going caving. Like I said, we are out of supplies. As you can see, the coal is running low in the furnaces here, and I used a lot of the coal for the trading. Just because I need to do that to learn how to do it. And Max and Echo, thank you so much for all your help, you guys. You really... you made it easy for me to understand it, which is the way things have to be for me. They've just got to be simple. But the way they explained it, it worked out really easy for me to understand. You want a nice, easy material trade at the beginning so you can accumulate your emeralds, and then you want a what am I looking for? You want an inexpensive emerald trade to be their last trade so you can reset that first trade to make all that stuff. And in between, if you score some great stuff, awesome. And so we do. We've got a guy we have a nice blacksmith that has leggings and boots. So that's cool. It'd be nice if we could get a villager who is sporting some chest plates and helmets. And I would actually like to have another blacksmith, hopefully, that would offer us some diamond picks. Diamond picks would be ideal if we could do that. So all that stuff is coming up. How much more clay do we have here? Not too bad. Look at that. That's another, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 blocks of clay right there. 12 stacks of clay, I should say. And then we have another... that's the white stained clay. So we still have, look at that. We have almost 18 of them here, 18 stacks here. So yeah, we'll fill that up real nice, and it's going to look really good. We'll have lots and lots of clay blocks. I'll go out and do that on a regular basis. Every now and again, I'll just go out there and, harvest clay so we can get that stocked up. I wouldn't mind having a couple of double chests of clay blocks going so that when the time comes for us to go above ground, we can, oh, you got lucky, buddy. When we get started on building, we can just build like crazy. Well, that post just did not want to let that arrow go by, does it? I've been killing the pigmen, hoping they would drop their gold nuggets. Gold farm would be nice to have as well. So that is probably in the future. An iron golem farm, likely in the future. Squid farm, I would like to have one of those as well. So we have a steady supply of black ink sacks. I know I've got the black wool, the squid farm would be one of the last things that we probably put in for the main GE-X1 base. Yeah, I think I have covered everything. One thing we have to do before we head up above ground is get this tube decorated, and I have an idea in my head for that, so I will get that worked on. I think we'll work on that together too, get that kind of started and figured out, and then we'll move forward from there. And then, like I said, GE-X1, boom, she goes up into the sky, and we'll be above ground doing some building. That is a quick progress report on the GE-X1. I hope you like everything you saw. Sorry I was talking so fast. I'm a little rusty. It's been a week since I've recorded a video. Holy cow. Thanks for holding in for me. Again, welcome to the new subscribers. A very happy new year. A happy 2015. Hopefully it's better than 2014 for you. I'm the RadioMan03. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you again next time.